I was the director of communications at North Shore for 2 or 3 years. I felt like I had done what I came there to do and was looking for career growth. I found a great company to work for and have been there since last December, but it is a sales-based position, so there's a lot of fluctuation in my income based on how sales and production are doing. And the summer months, as we found out, are pretty tight.
This season, there were a lot of needs that came up, and I couldn't make them happen out of my own resources or creativity. One day I came home and we had 2 bags sitting on our front porch. One was labeled Rainan and one was labeled Elias, and they were filled with all the school supplies from the school list that the kids needed. And I had no idea where they came from. They weren't labeled. It was everything the kids needed for their first days of school.
During this whole time, I was driving this wonderful Toyota. It was approaching 280,000 miles. And every morning when I got on the freeway, it was a question of whether or not I was gonna go. This one morning, this past summer, it killed in the metered on-ramp and it wasn't gonna restart. Called my wife and let her know what was going on, and apparently she had posted to Facebook at 7 in the morning that her husband was stuck on the side of the freeway. I was
Actually at the beach with some of my girlfriends, and one of them just looked at me and said, I just want you to know that I talked to my husband and I feel like we're supposed to give you our van. And she was a little nervous that it wouldn't feel like it was enough for us, or that it wasn't good enough. They were getting a newer car, this was their old car. But I looked at her and I said, you have no idea. This is an incredible blessing to us.
There's a point at which that you don't think you deserve the generosity that's being poured out. Personally, I struggle with feeling like I haven't done everything that I need to in order to be worthy of someone wanting to give me something as significant as a minivan. There's someone out there more deserving. There's someone out there that really needs that van more than I do, so it's a little hard to accept it. God uses his people to bless his children. He typically doesn't drop a minivan from the sky into your driveway. He uses someone else by speaking to them, by leading their hearts towards generosity. If you're waiting for something from God, number one, just wait for God. Wait for direction from him, and then also be open to community. Be open to vulnerable relationship.
When you open yourself up to being vulnerable before others and allow God to meet your needs through other people, you see his love for you, and you allow yourself to receive that love, and it's amazing.
Our friends knew that we were having a tough summer. They knew that we had a need, and God led them towards an act of generosity, and we were the beneficiaries of that, not because we're worthy, but because of relationship.